Welcome to Naturally Nerdy Naya. I am your gracious host, Naya, and today you get to see me do a protective style. Yay! Okay, folks, it is nearing winter. We're in fall, and so I'm trying to establish a fall routine for my hair and also transitioning over to wintertime. The weather here has kind of been a little up and down, warm, cold, chilly, and kind of in the middle a little bit. So I'm trying to develop a hair routine that's low maintenance, very protective, and it retains the moisture in my hair. I haven't been 100% happy with my hair length. I think it should be a little bit longer than it currently is, and I'm thinking maybe my hair has kind of hit like a little plateau where I don't get a lot of much more growth than already has happened. So I'm trying to think of ways where I can do a little bit less manipulation and retain some of that moisture and hydration in my hair, so that way maybe I can get it to stimulate a little bit more growth. All right, so I am doing what's called little mini braids. And so I haven't done this before. I've done semi-mini twists, but I don't think I've done braids. And so I'm hoping this turns out okay, and maybe this is something I can just wear for a couple of weeks and see how it goes, if my scalp is able to, handle that. And if it is able to retain some of the moisture. My ends have been not the greatest. I'm getting more single strand knots, and so hopefully with a little less manipulation, I won't get as many single strand knots as I have been, and so hopefully that's just my goal. That's just kind of what I want to do. So my hair is wet and completely prepped for this mini braids that I'm gonna do. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, and I don't know how many they're gonna be. I may get tired and start doing them a little bit bigger towards the end. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about what I did when I washed. So I started out with actually doing a post-poo to my shampoo. So the reason why I did that was because my hair was a knotted mess. Like, I did a twist out probably over a week ago, and I let it go too long. Like, I normally try to establish a routine of every week, and that twist out, yeah, I definitely stretched it longer than I should have. And normally I don't, but things have been so busy lately and kind of stressful, so I don't have the motivation or the energy sometimes to really do my hair. So that's another reason I want to do these mini twists or mini braids, is because that kind of gives me a little bit of break from doing my hair so consistently or so frequently. And so unfortunately I had to shampoo first, because pre-pooing my hair doesn't really do a whole lot for me, because my hair doesn't really absorb any of the product because of my low porosity. So the product just ends up just sitting on my hair and actually kind of irritating my scalp a little bit. So I don't really do any pre-pooing. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work for me that well. But if it does work for you, like if you're able to put a specialized pre-poo product on your hair, then I highly encourage that you do that, especially in the winter time. So that way your hair maintains a level of moisture before you shampoo, because shampoo sometimes can take out a little bit of your natural hydration. So I started out with my Black is Beautiful hydrating shampoo, golden milk with honey and coconut oil. There's no sulfates, parabens, or silicone. So this is what I shampooed with. I've had this shampoo for close to a year now. I have lots of shampoos, so sometimes I have to remember to go back and use the ones I purchased because I don't want them to go bad. But this is about halfway. I probably got about halfway through this bottle. It's nothing too spectacular. It feels really good on my hair. I can't really detangle with it because I get a lot of shed hair, so it just feels like a matted mess when I shampoo, but it feels good going in, and then when I rinse it out, my hair doesn't feel too clean. So it didn't feel squeaky like it does on some of the other shampoos that I use. So I didn't want squeaky clean, but I still want it clean. And so I got a nice little balance with this one. So that's what I use for shampooing. And as you remember, like I said, I did like a post-poo because I really needed to detangle. And detangling with deep conditioners, don't really work out so well for me, so I need something that's specific for detangling. So I have the OG Kinky-Curly Not Today, and as you can see, I'm almost out. So I barely was able to get what I can out of this bottle. I will be purchasing another one. It's hard to find this in the store, but I will be getting another one of these because this is a great leave-in as opposed to the other leave-ins I use, but this one definitely does the trick. Otherwise, I would use my Main's Choice to detangle, which is also another good one. I just wanted to kind of use up the rest of what I have here. I've had this for a long time. But yeah, this is Kinky-Curly Not Today, Natural Leave-In and Detangler. So that definitely does the trick. All right. So after I spent forever detangling and brushing all the shed hair out of my hair and all the tangles, I probably did a little bit of damage to my hair just trying to detangle. My hair is not damaged, but the detangling process can be damaging because my hair is a little bit fine. The width, it kind of varies between fine and normal because there's certain areas of my hair I can tell that I have to brush very slowly and very gently. If I do run into any sort of knots, I have some shears where I cut the little knot, you know, down. So that way I'm not ripping my hair out of the knot. But when you're using a brush, sometimes you're susceptible to maybe tearing some of your hair. So that's why I want to give my hair a nice little break. All right, so after I shampooed, did my post-poo, then of course I did my deep conditioner. But I did something special this time. I did a hot oil treatment.
Nice.
All right. I normally don't, but lately I've been kind of really liking them. This is the second time I've done one in like years. And I use my Melanin multi-purpose pure oil blend. I have another bottle that's brand new, so I have my backup because I've been always afraid of using too much and not being able to find more. But now that it's being stocked at Ulta, I can buy as much as I want. So it's so exciting. But this is an awesome oil. I love this oil. Has lots of goodies inside it, and I talk in great detail about this oil in my first video, so if you are interested, you can go there and I name off all the lovely ingredients and I post the link on how to get to her website. But anyway, what I did was I boiled some water. I use an applicator bottle, which is one of those bottles with a little pointy tip. You can find them at Sally's. And I poured some of the oil in there, let it heat up. I did not heat the oil up directly. That's very important because you don't want to alter the chemical balance of the oil. So you definitely don't want to try and heat it up directly like in the microwave. You don't really want to heat up this bottle either because you could accidentally warp it. So it's best to heat it up in something else and then pour it in. That's why I pour it in there and then sit the bottle in the hot water. So that's what I did. So thick plastics normally work really well if it's inside the water, not so much if you stick the oil in the microwave or something like that. But anyway, I use an applicator bottle and I just I sectioned my hair off and I just applied the oil to my scalp, to my hair, all the way down to the roots. And then after I did that, I would then use my deep conditioner, my Curlsmith Double Cream Deep Quencher. I talk about this a lot because this is my favorite right now. It's my favorite deep conditioner, and my hair felt like butter. It felt so good. I put my plastic cap on, and then here's the heating cap I've been talking about. This has little beads in it, and you heat it up in the microwave. And I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this from, but I will post it in the description on where I got this from. It's called Hothead Thermal Care, but I'll post the website in case you're interested in buying one. But I've had this for about a year. This has been a godsend because I don't like sitting under a hooded dryer. I have things to do. So I heat this up, slap it on. It stays warm for about 15-20 minutes, so it does the job. I love that thing. Didn't necessarily do a steaming because I did everything in the shower. Already had a good amount of steam in there. So I just put that on, put on my shower cap and then my little heating cap. And I probably left it about an hour. And so my hair felt so good. It still feels so good. It's so soft. It's rare that my hair feels this soft out of everything. So my hair took really well to that hot oil treatment. So I was kind of worried because of low porosity that you would feel product on my hair, or my hair would feel oily, but that's not the case. So I don't know if it's because of how I did it or what I used, but I've gotten lucky, so I'm just gonna roll with it. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to section off my hair using my rat tail comb, and I'm actually gonna do a side part because I want to be able to style, the braids. I want them to look cute. kind of like, you know, getting my hair braided, but with my own hair, because nobody has time and money to do box braids right now. And plus my hair is highly sensitive to synthetic hair. So my plan for the winter is to test out the hair soaking method with the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar, and then doing the rubber band braids on myself. Just doing some chunky braids, just something cute that I can just kind of keep on my hair for maybe about, you know, 3 or 4 weeks. Don't have to commit to, you know, 6 weeks if I don't want to, because I didn't spend a lot of money or time. So yeah. So y'all be prepared for that one. I don't know if I'll do that one on camera or not. So no guarantees, but I will definitely let you see pictures of how that came out. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to part my hair. Let's just do, normally you would have to do kind of a back to front, but since I did the side part, that's going to get a little tricky. So let's just do the middle of the scalp to the ear. Let's just do that. And once again, I am not the greatest when it comes to parting, but I do what I can, and it's even harder when you're on camera trying to part your hair. So I'm just gonna, and my hair is probably gonna start drying a little bit at the ends because we had a nice little chat before I started my hair, so my hair is already acting. I'm actually gonna just kind of finger part because the parting doesn't really matter until it's time to braid, you know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do first. All right, so I think I got the back pretty even, I think. Like I said, I'm gonna do more pristine parting when I get to the actual section off to braid. So I'm gonna at least try to get some leave-in in there. All right, so normally I already have the leave-in in my hair, but I wanted to talk to you guys first before I do it. So once again, I'm using Melanin. And the reason I'm using this one, I know you guys are used to me using my pattern leave-in conditioner, but we are doing protective style, so that means I can just load up on how much product as I want because I don't care if it's going to weigh my hair down because they're going to be in braids. So I want to use some really, really good, thick, nutrient stuff in my hair. And I did use this in my twist out. I did use that and the twist elongating style cream. I did use both. And actually my hair felt great. So I know with the combination of both, it doesn't weigh my hair down too much, but like if I was to do a wash and go, then I definitely probably wouldn't use either one of those. But for things like protective styles, those are great. Lots of heavy creams, things like that, that I don't mind being in my hair because I'm not worried about it laying flat or being weighed down or anything like that. They're going to be in braids. So let's see. Now let's go ahead and apply my leave-in. So I just did 2 little pumps. Gonna work it through my hair. It feels really, really good. And normally I wouldn't wait this long to put my leave-in in. So that's the only thing I'm doing different than what I normally would do. Normally I'll put my leave-in in immediately. Or I will put my leave-in in the shower and then slap on the plastic cap again, just to kind of let my hair soak up the leave-in, because I don't want the product to just sit on my hair. And this is just to kind of get it in my hair before it dries, before it starts to dry. So I'll probably end up applying a little bit more depending on how my hair feels when I'm braiding it. And you're only gonna watch me do the very beginning of this. You're not gonna watch me braid my entire hair. I'm not gonna torture you like that. Trying to be mindful about my time. I know my videos can be kind of lengthy, so I know y'all got things to do, you know, people to see. I got video games to play, so that's why I'm just like, let's get this done. I woke up early this morning. All right, perfect. So I'm just gonna twist this and pin it up and do the rest of my hair. How have y'all been doing lately? Have y'all been doing okay? You been taking care of yourself? I know we got a lot of, you know, serious issues that have been going on lately. Like it's been pretty intense, huh? I just want you to know that, you know, I care about every one of you, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're doing the best you can, you know. That's all that you can do, is the best you can. So as long as you're doing that, doesn't matter what anybody else say. Just as long as you continue to try to do the best you can and better yourself. So it's just a hard time now with everything. I've just been trying to do the things that I enjoy doing, since I can't go out as much as I would like. So I've been getting into some of the games that have been launching. There's a new DLC for Destiny 2 I've been playing, Beyond Light. It came free with the Game Pass, so I was so excited because I did not plan on buying that. Like, I'm an old school gamer. Like, I'm so used to you buy the game and you get the game. Like, you know, you get your money's worth. Now it's like you get the game, but it's gonna come with DLCs and season passes, and it's like, when does it end? You know what I mean? When do you get to just buy the game and then just have the game? So it's rare. So I try to get what I can discounted or for free, and so I was very, very happy to see that they gave that out for free. Or not for free, I do pay for the Game Pass. But you know what I mean? Like, you feel like your money's working for you at least a little bit. So that's been fun to play. I've been playing Destiny forever, and so having something new and different, I won't give away anything, but they definitely changed the way some of the stuff looks, and they've added some characters or brought back some old characters. So definitely check that out if you like shooters. I like shooters. I've been a Halo fan for a very long time, so as you know, there is a connection between Destiny and Halo. So naturally, I was gonna like that game, you know what I mean? And I have for quite some time now. Sorry, my hair is getting all tangled up in my hair clips. My hair is just, you know, my hair. I'm telling you, my hair does not look like it'd be, you know, disrespectful or a handful, but please believe me, it can be. Do not let, once again, the juicy curls fool you. It can give you a run for your money. My curls can be very disrespectful sometimes. See, I already starting to get a little bit of frizz there. I mean, that's okay. Like I said, we're doing braids, so I'm not as worried about it getting frizzy. And you know, there's nothing wrong with frizz. I mean, if you like your frizz, then I like your frizz. As long as you like it, I like it. You know? I just don't like the way it looks on me. That's the only thing. So I don't like the way it looks on me, but that doesn't mean that you have to not like your frizz. I just have my preference on how I like my hair to look. And so that's why I said, you be an expert on your hair. If you feel sexy, if you feel good, if you feel powerful, don't let nobody take that from you, including me, okay? All right, so let's see. Am I gonna do the front first? I've thought about it, but I think I'm gonna do the back. Just because I need to have some sort of organization with this. And if I do the front first, I feel like it's gonna be a little all over the place. So since these are gonna be not taken out, these need to look good. So I'm just gonna do some of them and then just kind of show you how I'm gonna do it, okay? And then, of course, you'll see the final look. And then I might even do some check-ins and kind of show you how it's been looking. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't want to postpone getting this video out. I already don't post enough, so I don't want you to wait even longer for me to post. Apologize for my kimono. Okay. So, See, my ends already, I can tell I need a good inch trim. But actually a couple of my hairdressers are pregnant. And they're due in December. So I'm just like, great. I could have tried to get in, but I'm so lazy. Well, not lazy. I've just kind of been a hard time just finding the time to just do things to take care of myself. Like, you know, get a nail appointment, pedicure appointment. Like, those things are not priority for me. I make sure my kids are taken care of. I make sure, you know, everybody's taken care of. And then I'm like, ooh, I need to, you know, so I did like a little, I dusted my ends not too long ago, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know, when my hairstylist, you know, pop babies out. They're gonna be out for a minute. I think with the protective styles, I think I can salvage my hair till they get back. I think I can do that. So yeah, my ends don't look too terrible, but definitely could have used a trim before they disappear on me. All right, so we're gonna give a little bit of the elongating cream, the Melanin. And if you have any other like butter, cream, anything like that you like to use, you don't have to use Melanin. That's just what I bought and I'm gonna use it. I'm trying to be cost efficient here. I'm sure there's probably other butters that I would like to use better or may work better in my hair. This one isn't terrible. I just, you know, it's just a little too thick for my hair. So I don't know if I should just avoid butters altogether or if I should try a different one. Not sure. We shall see one day. May try like a milk. And here's the gel. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to the root. So that way it looks a little bit polished, a little bit clean. Like I said, I want to be able to style this and look nice like at work and not look like, you know, I've been on vacation for a couple of weeks. Like I still want to keep it a little professional. So hopefully that's how it comes out. So let's just get this braid going. Everything's a little slippery, so let me wipe my fingers off. All right. So we're just braiding. And I'm not braiding too tight. Don't want any traction. You can damage your hair from too much traction. You can also lose a curl pattern from too much traction in your hair also. I don't know if y'all knew that. So if you notice like you get your hair braided a lot and your curls like seem to stretch a little bit longer than usual, then you may have did a little training, kind of like heat training, where you train your hair to just not be as curly, but a little bit stretched out. Not the same thing as heat damage, so don't get confused the two. So when I get to the end, I kind of braid all the way down. And my hair is actually kind of long. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying my hair isn't a good length. I just would expect it to be a tad bit longer at this point. So it's getting hard for me to grip the ends to braid. So I'm just gonna, you know, kind of merge them together. And I'm just gonna do like a little twist on the ends, which will come out really cute, like little curls at the end. If I can get it to behave. Doing it this tiny is tricky, I will say that. Kind of do a little, because my ends, my hair is different lengths. I did get it layered a little bit, so the ends are trying to stick out. So that's gonna be a little bit of a problem going forward. So I may have to like go back and retwist or rebraid if I see them kind of, you know, unraveling a little bit. See, just a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. See, that's how I want to try and do the rest of them. And if I feel my hair getting too dry, I may spritz a little water, but I really don't mind if my hair dries a little bit. Sorry, my hair is not staying put. I don't mind my hair getting dry a little bit. That's okay. As long as it doesn't become like unmanageable. That's the only thing I worry about. And did I just, yeah, my hair just completely came undone. I just realized that. Okay, let's get a, what's happening here? What am I doing? Okay. I accidentally took down my hair, I think, instead of just, yeah. Multitask! Trying to talk and do hair at the same time is not easy, folks. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that piece. Trial and error, folks, trial and error. Okay, I think, okay, so I'm gonna split this one in two. All right. And you want to try to make them a little bit even, otherwise they'll just not look okay. All right, so this one is good on the leave-in. I'm just gonna brush it out just a little bit. My hair will still continue to shed, so brushing it kind of helps get all that shedding out. Because otherwise it'll get tangled in my actual hair, and Lord forbid it gets snagged on a knot, and then yeah, and then I have to get to cutting. All right, a little bit of gel at the base. And at this point you start to learn how much product to apply, just based off of, you know, how it feels in your hands. Now, I don't really care for how this is starting to feel. Give me a second. Let's do a little bit of reparting. So it's advised that you have a mirror to see the back to make sure your parting looks okay. The back really doesn't matter as much as probably the rest of what you're gonna do. So no one's really gonna see the back unless you put your hair up. But even if you put it up, like I said, who's really gonna be judging how precise it is, if that makes sense? I doubt anybody's gonna be like, oh my God, you're parting. What were you thinking? So I'm just trying to get this as even as possible. I section it off into my threes. I'm gonna start braiding. Like I said, the back, I'm not gonna stress out too much about. The front is what's gonna need to look really nice and pretty, so. And I did not section this out very well, so I'm gonna borrow a little bit from the other one. There we go. Uh-oh, I lost something. And I'm one of those, I'm a knuckle braider, so some people can just braid with their tippy fingers or the tips of their fingers. I struggle with that. I don't know why. Like I have to like braid with my whole finger. Like I don't know why I'm so grabby with my hair. It's probably why I can't really do cornrows or plaits really that well, because I have not trained my fingers to just tip, you know, use just the tips. I mean, I can try it now, but I guess I'm afraid that my hair's gonna like kind of slip through, but like how it just did. So let's just go ahead and twist the ends. Because they're so small, like I said, it wouldn't. The weird thing that happens when you twist after braiding is it starts to do this thing where I feel like it's undoing the braid because it's trying to figure out how to wrap. So I know there's a certain place where you stop on the braiding that makes the twisting at the end better. I just can't for the life of me remember how that works, but it's okay, people. I'm doing this more for myself, so as long as it comes out cute, that's all I care about. Okay. So there's the second one. See? And I'm gonna do one more. I will spray a little bit of water just to make sure this product kind of goes in a little bit better. For right now, I'm okay. So that's the reason why I'm not filming the entire process, because I want to do this with more precision. So I can't do that on camera. I just can't. But you're at least getting to see me start it. Just divide it into 3 sections as evenly as possible. And then just start braiding. It's hard with little ones. So if you want to start with bigger sections and then maybe make them skinnier up top, you can do that too. Because then the braids up top will hide the ones in the back. That's a little trick for braiding. is, you know, you can make them a little bit bigger in the back and no one will really know or tell. It's the front that, you know, the mid part of the head to the front is what matters the most. So and plus I can braid faster with my whole finger. And I mess myself up. Alright, so this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Sorry, I'm a huge music nerd and I can almost music associate anything. So I will do this sometimes, so you're gonna have to get used to it. Alright, towards the end, let's go ahead and start the twisty twist. Are any of y'all watching The Mandalorian? I'm watching the 2nd season and it's really good. I'm not like the greatest Star Wars fan, I'm more of a Trekkie. But I'm really liking the whole Mandalorian thing. I think it's pretty cool. Uh-oh. See, I can't do this and talk at the same time, y'all. Alright, so twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. All the way to the end. Alright. And then just twirl it with your fingers. Just kind of wrap it. There you go. Alright, so that is the 3rd. So like I said, I'm gonna do them all like this. And y'all gonna get to see the end results. I'm so excited, okay? Alright, so I'll be back when they're all done. And yeah, so I'm feeling very positive about this, okay? I'm doing really small sections and I think this is gonna look cute all over. Alright, y'all, I will see you when I'm all done. See you later. Hi, welcome back. Okay, folks, so it's actually been a few days. I filmed the video when I started my braids on Sunday, and today is Thursday. So it's been a few days. I didn't get a chance to come back and show you after I was finished with the braids, but that's okay because they're still in, see? And you actually probably want to see what they are going to look like a few days from now. And there are some like a little frizzing up top, and that's just because I don't tie my hair up every night. I just sleep on a silk pillow. So if I really wanted it to have like more of a laid down look as far as like the fuzzies, I could have just used a scarf and then it probably would have had more of a polished look. But you know, I'm trying to keep it simple, easy, just stress-free hairstyle for a couple of weeks. I may start tying it up here soon, so that way it doesn't start to look too crazy. By next week, I want it to look somewhat nice, especially for Thanksgiving. Even though no one's really gonna see me except for my family that I live with, and so they see me every day, and they don't really probably care what my hair is gonna look like or whether I have frizz on top or not. But yeah, this is the finished product. So remember, my hair is low density, low porosity, so I'm not gonna have like this really big hair overall look with my braids. If I really wanted it to look a little more voluminous, there you go. If I wanted to really have that look, I probably could have just like maybe did like a air dry, or I could have like blow dried my hair, and it would have gave it a little bit more oomph to it. And then I could have braided it, did the braids, and it probably would have looked a little bit more bigger. So some of you may have really, really thick, luscious hair, and it probably won't even come out looking like mine. But if it does, it's okay. Like I said, I'm okay with the look. I got a little inconsistent with the size of the braids, and you really don't notice unless you like look really close up and you're trying to compare sizes. But I did notice, you know, once I started getting more to the top, my hair started to dry. So it was really hard for me to try to like determine the size of the piece I was sectioning off. So I was sectioning them off too big, probably because the hair was starting to swell a little bit. So that's the only thing I would probably change is, I'm not sure. I don't know what I would do different. I'm not sure. You know, when you kind of take that risk when you're taking so much time doing your hair, that you could potentially, you know, take too long and then it may dry a little bit. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I can try it. I don't really want to try it on my hair air dried because when I apply product to my dry hair, it just sits on my hair. And even when I spray it with water, it doesn't absorb as much as it would have if my hair would have been right out the shower. So I kind of have to think about how I want to do this in the future, or I may just go ahead and just do the braids that I wanted to do with the rubber band method. It would have probably taken me the same amount of time to do this, you know, honestly. So I'll have to give that a try here. Maybe I'll probably do that here in December. I took some time off, so I'll have time to do it and just kind of see if I like that better. But for right now, like I said, this is a nice little break, you know, from having to wash and go or twist out and not having to worry about it get too frizzy or out of control. By the end of the week, I can kind of play around with this. Like I said, yours may turn out a little differently, but definitely give it a try. Just kind of test it out, see if you like it. You may like the twist, might do a mini twist instead of actually mini braids. I think if I would have did twists, I probably would have had a little bit more volume, but I wanted to do braids because the braids tend to stay intact a little bit better because it's tighter, as opposed to twists that can maybe unravel a little bit over time. But I really like the way it came out. I put a little gel here because my edges weren't looking that great. I have a really important Zoom meeting this morning, so that's why I kind of look nice and presentable. I do not look like this all the time. Trust me, I work from home and ain't nothing special about being at home. But if people see you on camera and the position I'm in, I have to look nice. I was a little worried about how this would be perceived, but you know, I like it. I think it looks cute. And honestly, if I really wanted to make it look really fancy, I have like a little hair clip that I could put in my hair if I wanted to. And I could like pull back this little section right here and just kind of put the clip in. And boom, hair ornament. Miss Fancy, yes, I know, right? So I'm actually keep it like this. And so, like I said, most people don't know. It looks cute. And so, yeah, I look nice for my little meeting and professional, in my opinion. If your job has a problem with it, too bad, you know? Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try this for another week. I'm gonna shoot another video and I'm actually gonna talk about protein treatment. So I think y'all would really enjoy that. I'm not gonna be doing my hair in the video. I'm just gonna be talking about protein treatments. When would be the best time possibly for you to do protein treatments, the different types of protein treatments. So that's gonna be my next video and you'll get to see the progression of this hairstyle next week. I may redo some of them just because the ends are starting to look a little frazzled. So I may just kind of redo it just to kind of get the ends a little bit tighter and neater. But yeah, this is the final look. Like I said, hopefully you like it, and I'll show you the back a little bit. I don't even think I've seen the back, but there may be some gaps, you know, where the braids are, and that's just because it was hard doing that. It was hard parting and trying to make sure the sections were neat. I need a different kind of mirror, one that I don't have to hold, one that actually stays, and then I can just freehand it. But yeah, it's all a learning process, but yeah. I'm very happy with the overall look. I could have laid down a little bit more edge right here. I might, if I have enough time. But yeah, just wanted y'all to see the final look, and I'm glad you guys joined me and watch this video. If you definitely like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos and you want to be a part of my crew, please subscribe. And if you don't mind just having one more little itsy bitsy notification, hit that notification button so that way you can be alerted when the next video posts. All right, you guys have a beautiful day. Whenever this video posts, I hope you're having a wonderful time, and I'll see you next time.